Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to make this video because I just encountered what some might call a bad day, a challenging day, a tough situation. And this actually happened in relation to the stock market. So I invest in growth companies. It's something that I've been doing for several years. And it's been a really great experience. I mean, I've learned a lot. I enjoy the process. It's been very profitable as well. But today, if you follow tech and growth companies, today was a very challenging day. Today was a lot of red in the stock market, and that's that by itself is not that rare. The stock market goes up and down. There's a lot of volatility when you make investments, and especially into high growth companies. But it got me thinking about the relation and the connection between investments and running a business. And so, what happens, I think, with a lot of people. Hey, Josh, great to see you. I think what I've seen with a lot of people is when you encounter a bad day or a challenging situation. Let's just take the stock market for a minute. When things drop, when things really like get sliced down quite a bit, a lot of people panic. A lot of people start thinking about, oh, I need to exit. I don't want things to drop even more, and then they sell, right? And that's actually one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. And just to put a quick disclaimer on this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor and any of that kind of stuff. It's just my own perspective and my own opinion and experience of kind of investing for many years. But a lot of people panic, right, when they see red, and you want green because it's going up, right, and red it's going down. But when people experience that, the first kind of reaction is to sell, and they get panicked, they get worried about how things might get even worse. And when you do that, you tend to lose out because things almost always do recover, and so you miss out on that opportunity for things to go back up and then to reach new highs, which is what we've seen for a long time. Well, it's the same in business, right? I think a lot of people, and this is my observation, but a lot of people, when you have a bad day, a tough situation, maybe you've had a conversation with a client and it didn't go the way that you wanted, or you tried something from a marketing perspective and it didn't work out that well for you. Whatever your situation is, right? You've likely encountered a really bad day. And sometimes those bad days hurt. Like they really make you question whether you're cut out to do what you are doing. They can impact your self-esteem. They can impact your confidence. And when that happens, I think the status quo or the default that a lot of people react, or where they end up, is they start thinking, well, what I'm doing is wrong, or maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I need to rethink my whole strategy or my whole approach. And I think that's the wrong step to take. I think when people encounter a challenge, instead of backing off, instead of taking several steps back or trying to go a completely different direction, it's much better, in my experience, to look at what can you learn from that situation? What can you learn from what went wrong, and how can then you make things better? How can you actually use that to strengthen your position? So if we look at the stock market, right, today was a day where a lot of growth companies got hammered. I mean, if you're invested in growth companies like I am, you got punched in the stomach. You got probably a black eye in the face today, but that's part of it. So what do? Well, you could cry, you could sell out, from those positions and rethink your whole strategy, or you can recognize what's actually going on, which is, if you're invested in great companies, it doesn't matter so much whether the stock price is going up and down on a single day. If you're thinking long term, you look at a day like today as an opportunity to buy. You look at it as an opportunity to double down, to make greater investments into what you're currently doing, if you believe that thesis is going to play out long term. Again, the same in your business. When things don't go the way that you want, instead of saying to yourself, well, yeah, what I'm doing is wrong, or maybe I need to try a different tactic, or I have to do something completely different, I need this new technology, or something's missing and I'm not doing things correctly. Instead of playing that whole game in your mind, look at what can you learn from that situation you had today. How can you take the positive and find the positive, kind of find that silver lining from the situation that you've encountered today to strengthen your position? Because there's always something that you can learn. If you have a complaint or a challenge from a client, take that and think, hey, maybe something didn't work out that well. maybe we can improve in this one area. How can we make that better, not only for this existing client, but for future clients? Or if you tried something from a marketing perspective and it didn't work out, think about, well, what did we learn? What did we learn that didn't work? And now how can we use that? How can we leverage that experience to increase our chances of success next time? And so to me, that is the excitement of being an investor. That's the excitement of being in business, being an entrepreneur, is that you're always learning, right? And so when you are always learning, you always have the opportunity to improve. And so that's what I want to share with you today as a quick message. I mean, how many of you here have had that experience? You've had a bad day, and how many of you look for the positive, or do you tend to default to the negative? And if you are the kind of person that tends to default to the negative, I would encourage you, and I would hope that next time, just think about, what can I learn from the situation? How can I actually find the positive in this, negative situation, in this bad day, in this challenge, and how can I use that as a benefit, as a positive for me to improve, to strengthen my position for the long term? So that's what I want to share with you guys here today. Just a quick thought, a quick experience from me to you, and I hope that's helpful in providing some perspective. So the next time that you find yourself in that situation, just look at how can you actually improve? How can you find something to put you in an even better situation? Because I think every challenge is actually an opportunity to improve. And when you embrace that mindset, challenges aren't that scary anymore. And that actually gives you more encouragement to take a few risks, to try things that you may have not tried before, to step into that zone of, the unknown, because it's not so scary anymore. Even if things don't work out the way that you thought, you'll still end up learning, and you still end up benefiting from that from a long-term perspective. So I don't know if that resonated with you guys here today. I hope that it did. I just want to make a quick little live stream here to share with you. That's great, Jess. I'm glad that it is very helpful. Wonderful seeing you here as well. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments here if you have any questions or any experiences on this, but I'm happy to answer any questions if I can be of help here. I'm live for a few more minutes before I hop onto a call, but I thought I would just share that thought that I had and hope that it brings some benefit to you all here today. All right, guys, if you have any questions, if I can be a resource, if you want me to cover any other topic coming up here in another live stream, just shoot over a message. Always happy to hear from you, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care, and just remember, when something negative is striking you right in the face, look for the opportunity to improve. Look at what can you learn from that situation, and how can that actually strengthen you, because there's always something that can. And when you actually embrace that and apply it, you'll be significantly better off. Take care, guys. Bye for now.